Hey there, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We got another episode of Crypto Nightly. I've survived the storm. I appreciate everybody that sent me some well wishes. It was a exciting time. I got all prepared, had everything ready. My wife said it was just going to be a little bit of wind, a little bit of rain until the day of, when we were 2 hours right before the hurricane was going to hit us. She says, maybe we should go to a shelter. That's what it's like having a wife, man. You know, they're never wrong. Hey there, man. How you doing? Got you right on the yawn. Now everybody in the audience
on
is
the
gonna
yawn.
be yawning.
What is up? What is up?
Shout out Bong Solo. Shout out Jalisa. And yeah, so like I was saying, my wife was not worried about the hurricane until immediately before. Then, you know, we needed all the stuff. I already got everything. I had the bag packed. I had my shoes laid out. You know what I mean? It was perfect. Had all the expensive things off the floor in case we flooded. But no, it ended up being okay. We just lost power for a while. It was rough there for a minute, but we drank a bottle of wine and slept through it for the most part.
Nice.
You know, there's some waking up, being like, oh, do we need to get under the bed? But then we'd be like, if it gets a little worse, then maybe, you know? But
yeah,
so how's
when
your and 4th of July?
Huh?
I said, how was your weekend? 4th of July, all that stuff?
It was a good reset. Grandkids, everybody were up.
No
Had a
way.
good
You're
time
too
with
young to have
them.
grandkids.
Huh?
You're too young to have grandkids.
My daughter's almost as old as you, bro.
Well, I guess that's fair. See, I inherited mine, though. All the other kids that I have, I don't know about. And the sweet ladies, they didn't tell me anything about them. So if I do have any other kids, I don't know. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never know. When they turn 18, maybe they'll come looking.
No. Jokes. I have no other children, okay? I only have my 2 children. That's it, that I know of. But so what's been going on? What have you been seeing? Anything new, exciting? I watched the Charles Hoskinson 16-minute CHANG fork video. I got some thoughts on that. I think it's pretty bullish, honestly. And then
I've just been watching us crash and burn. We're going to zero.
Market's been wild. Yeah, I tweeted about that we're going to 15K, you know, and anybody that thinks that we're not going to 15K, like, first of all, we can, but also it was an engagement farming tweet. So, you know, that's what a lot of the top accounts, a lot of big accounts, I saw that. They're like, we're going to 20K, we're going to 18K, we're going to touch 16K. And you know, Il Capo, he's got his shorts with leverage all the way down to when we hit 12K like we're supposed to, like he originally planned before we ripped up to 70K.
Is he still short? Because he had to have added a lot. He had to get a job. Margin.
He had to get a job. Right. He had to get a job to recoup his losses so that he could pull out more shorts.
I know. I'm long on Ethereum, just waiting for this ETF news, and I'm riding dirty with no stop loss, right? You know what I mean? Maybe a little extra leverage on there, and it started going down over the weekend, and it was like, 3,000, 2,900, 2,800, 27.9. I was like, so I'm putting more margin in, putting more margin in. Next thing you know, I'm like, I'm down 80%. It's a massive bag, but it recovered.
Oh,
I'm good.
Well,
I'm good.
no naked longs, okay? Naked longs and naked shorts are not a good idea. Yeah.
It's an acceptable to me. This one normally, I'm a big proponent. Always use stop losses, but this is one that I'm letting breathe. That I want to hold through the ETF launch and everything like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of ETF launches,
Yeah.
all companies have filed their updated S21 form. So I don't know. We could get an announcement shortly, maybe Friday.
Probably over the weekend, but that comes in action on Monday or Tuesday or something like that.
Well,
You
it would
know what I
have to
mean?
be on it would have to be on a Friday.
Friday.
It wouldn't be over the
After
weekend.
the
We wouldn't
market
get an
closed.
announcement. Huh?
You mean like after the market's closed, or you think like earlier Friday, like midday
Well,
Friday?
the SEC is not going to do an announcement on the weekend, is what I'm saying.
No, okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, they could wait till, market close on Friday and then do it. You know what I mean? I mean, they could do it tomorrow morning for all I know.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
everything I see, Standard Charter, all them, they're saying within 2 weeks, because today they called for the final. What's going on up there? Oh, you added some channels.
Yeah.
They called for all updated SB or S21 forms to be filed today. So if today was the deadline, July 8th, that tells me it's going to be soon. At the very least, within 2 weeks, I would say Monday at the latest, personally, the 15th.
Yeah.
So,
well, big things we got going on. JPEG Empire. So our mint's still ongoing. Of course, we are public now. Public mint. You guys can mint and get your boss. We just cracked over the threshold of 600. We are that much closer to getting to 1,000, where we're going to give away sneckies. And I believe, I can't remember for how many for the next 100, was it?
500 ADA.
Yeah,
So,
tell me about that giveaway.
For the next 100, so
giveaway.
Anybody that mints between mint number 601 and 700 will be entered in a drawing to win 500 ADA.
There we go.
So
there we go. So you could win some extra bosses out of that.
That's right.
That could be some lunch money for sure. All right. And then I'm going to show this to everybody because I just thought it was fantastic. You don't even know that I'm doing this. Dude, I love that. I think you did an excellent job on that, dude.
Yeah, I don't know who made that, but that dude's badass.
There we go. We love that. All right. And then that was a little preview, a little promo video that we made for Token Empire. I love it. I think it looks great. We've been playing around with it. We're excited about it. Yeah. I mean, there's so many more things. Like, we are working on some paperwork so that way then we can start actually shilling to you guys everything about the trading terminal, right?
Yes.
And then so we're waiting on some paperwork, have to get that done. Then we got to sign a paper, and then we're going to be shilling it like there's no tomorrow. So we need you guys to help. This can't just be us. We don't have a marketing budget. We're not hiring influencers. We're not paying KOLs right now. So this is really going to require the entire project to come together, to share what we're doing here, and to get people involved, and for them to understand that this is a utility play, right? At this time, there is no token airdrop for a meme coin of no sorts that we know about, right? Or that we have any plans for. No meme coins. So it's not, that narrative, but it's definitely a utility play, and we have a lot of long-term ideas that are going to grow much bigger than what we've even presented now, right? And so that's where we're at, and we appreciate all the support from everybody so far. I mean, what do you think, Desert? What are you the most excited about what we got cooking right now? I mean, obviously, Chinbot Bridge is something we're working on in the background, but that's a little,
That's a little different. I mean, I'm definitely excited for that. I'm definitely excited for Chinbot. But when did we become Sky is Falling peeps? I'm always the sky is falling, bro.
Yeah. No. That was an engagement farm tweet from me, and then many other influencers were talking about 20K. And then so we just debunked that we don't believe Bitcoin is necessarily going to 15 to 20K, but it definitely could. We don't see it. We don't see it in the cards. And then we saw some that might be a little bullish that we'll talk about here a little bit later anyways.
As far as the project, I want to get the platform launched. Yep. I want to get the platform launched. And as soon as we are able to launch it, we will be launching it. So we need to hit 1,500. You guys got a choice. Get us to 1,500 mints. Get Cardano to $1. Those are your two choices.
Whichever one is easier, go to the path of least resistance.
Yeah. If everybody just put in a bunch of big old buy orders like the whales you are, Cardano would go to $1 easy. So I must say, I am highly disappointed in some of the people that I've seen talking about Cardano. And it's some of the people that I follow. And they are saying Cardano is going to fall out of the top 20.
What? I didn't even know about this. Pull this up. Let's put them on blast.
J-Chains.
Oh, geez.
J-Chain says he does not feel, or he doesn't believe Cardano will be in the top 20 at the end of the bull run.
Sheesh. Well,
and Ben Armstrong, love him or hate him, he's been talking about XRP and Cardano lately. And he says the decentralization of Cardano will be its undoing because the VCs won't get into it. We've all said this, you know what I mean? That, it's not a VC coin. It's not Solana. It's not something that they can get into. They can't control it. Therefore, they don't want to be a part of it, right? And he's saying that the decentralization, which is the epitome of crypto, which we all love, which is why we love Cardano, will be its undoing. Not that it won't pump, not that we won't make money, but that it will not ascend into that top tier. I already think it's a top tier crypto myself, but that it won't be one of the chosen ones because of the mass decentralization of Cardano. So that is the sentiment coming from New World Finance.
Yeah.
Which is Ben Armstrong and J-Chains and everything like that. But I don't know.
I don't know, man. I just watched the video from Charles Hoskinson. It was really good. He was talking about the CHANG hard fork and how all of the validators are now ready to make it happen. And then he was talking about how this is actually where our treasury is going to be decentralized. So everybody gets an opportunity to be a part of governance. You got to vote. You got to be a part of the system, this, that, and the other. In that intermission, they have this setup structure that is not the permanent structure before we go full decentralized. But he was saying by the end of the next year, so he was saying by the end of the next, I think it was 6 to 9 months, we'll be like fully like comfortable into the CHANG hard fork, right? Like moving into a place where now we're getting more decentralized. And by the end of 24 months, so by the end of the next year, 2 years, by the end of the next year, we should have Hydra, the first head of Hydra. And then by the end of that 2 years, that we'll have a completely different expanded roadmap, because the capabilities of Hydra will expand what can be done on Cardano and what is technically possible exceptionally.
And I can see that. Like I said, I mean, I'm still in Cardano for the long run, no matter what they say. I can understand where he's coming from, though, with what he's saying. He's saying the institutions aren't going to get in. But if you couple that with what you're saying, that it seems like 2028 is the year of Cardano, then the bull run of Cardano, the next cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, you know, if there's no institutions, we don't want the institute. We all cried to bring the institutions in. And then they came in and look at the games they're playing, which is what we all knew they would do. You know what I mean? They're going to manipulate the market. You know, they probably had something to do with last market. I'm sure they're going to have a big something to do with this market, you know. So, I don't know. I'm still bullish on Cardano. I don't give a rip what they say. You know what I mean? Even
they
if Cardano
hate us
falls,
they hate us.
Right. Right.
And then he was saying that by the end of 24 months, we'll, well, I think he was saying by the end of 12 months. So like in the next year, we'll start playing with the sidechain stuff. And then by the end of 24 months, we'll have like fully sidechain stuff going on.
So that's 2026.
Yeah.
That's mid 2026, which sets us up for a massive bull run in 2028.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be happy if we hit $5. That's all I'm expecting Cardano to hit is $5.
Wow, not even 6.
Nah, I'll be happy.
I mean, you're not selling your whole bag.
I'm counting on $5. $5 is when I will start to pull most of my money off the table with Cardano.
You're not selling at 420.69?
No.
Ah.
No. Maybe I'll sell 1,000 just because, for, you know, ish and giggles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I don't care about 420.69.
Okay, gotcha. So let me see. What direction do we want to go? Do you want to go straight into Market Watch, or do you want me to talk about Polymarket? Because I thought it was funny.
Well, let's do the Market Watch real quick, and then we'll get into headlines, which is Polymarket and everything else that's going on. So
cool.
Let me bring this up. Let me refresh it real quick. All right. So while we may be up 2.2%, we are technically down because we are at 2.188 trillion. Horrible, I tell you, horrible. Looks like Bitcoin dominance dropped a point since I refreshed. It was at 51. Now it's at 50.9. ETH coming in at 16.6. And Gwei is only 2. ETH just took a beating over the weekend. It's crazy. We got Bitcoin coming in at 56,558. Ouch. Down 10% on the 7-day. Ethereum coming in at 3022, down 12%. BNB all the way back down to 509, down 11% on the week. Solana at 138, holding pretty tough, only down 5.3% on the 7-day. Then we got XRP coming in at 42.99, down 9.7%. Ton at 711, down 7.9%. Doge coming in at 10 cents, down 13.4%. And Cardano at 36 cents, down 8.8%. So actually Cardano A lot of the altcoins are holding stronger than Bitcoin and Ethereum. You know what I mean? If you look at that, Solana held the best in the top 10. But outside of Dogecoin, they all held better than Ethereum. And that's why you can see that, you know, Bitcoin dominance is down to 50.9 and ETH dominance is down to 16.6 because altcoins did not dump. Or I think they dumped as hard. They just recovered quicker. You know what I mean? So let's go into the top gainers. We got Celestia up 20% on the 24-hour. We got Bonk up 17. ENS up 16.6. Notcoin up 16%. Starknet up 13.9. Pepe up 13.9. Sai up 13.5. We have a lot of double-digit gainers, which is only because we went down so freaking far.
So I have one. I have one for you. Okay, go up to ton.
Ton coin?
Ton, yep. Ton coin. Somebody was calling it ton, and it just drove me crazy. Ton coin. Okay, so listen. Think about this, okay? Ton coin, I think, is at like a what, like $56 billion? No,
17.8.
No, the valuation.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
Oh, 17, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 17.
Yeah.
Market cap 17 billion, right?
Yep, 17.8 billion.
Okay, 17.8 billion. And I think, let's see, WhatsApp. Darn, I just had it. WhatsApp valuation. I was in a space and we were talking about this. So, okay, WhatsApp valuation is 105.6 billion, right? But let's see. Telegram's valuation. Okay, but Telegram's valuation is 30 billion. So thought from a space that I was in is that, like, basically at most what you could expect from Ton, like thinking about it in terms of like Telegram versus WhatsApp, is like a 3x if it got that big, right? So like if Telegram got as big as WhatsApp, right, you're looking at like 3 to 4x, something like that, right? Okay. And then, but the thing is that Telegram has 900 million users, and WhatsApp has 2.4 billion. And the person I was in a space and he was talking about how he just doesn't see Toncoin actually being like that good of a bet, because you're looking at probably somewhere around a 3x, right? And then he doesn't think it'll go much more than that. And then so I was saying, with the place that Ton and Telegram are, I think the things that would be the most explosive are going to be anything on the Ton blockchain. I don't think that...
But I don't think you can correlate...
like a regular business that produces cash flow versus like...
Yeah, just because Ton is the coin like of Telegram or whatever, I don't think you can correlate the market caps.
Yeah.
Lots of people buy Ton that aren't on Telegram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, like, the thing that you need, right, from blockchain is you have to have those transactions, right? So, like, I would look at the 900 million users as, like, potentially, like, people making transactions, but it would have to grow a lot substantially for it to actually be, like, you know what I mean? Like, a huge... I don't think it's going to be as big of a gainer as some people thought it would be. I mean, I guess it was, like, from the bear market price of, like, $1 or whatever it was.
Well, it's already at 17 billion. So
Yeah.
You know, it really depends on where you think the market cap's going to go. Can it hit 100 billion? You know what I mean?
Maybe. At most. I don't think it's...
So what's that? 5.5x?
Yeah.
5.5x to 100 million or 100 billion.
I don't think it's going
That's
much
what
more.
that's what you got to think of. What did Cardano hit 90 billion last cycle, right?
Yeah.
What did Solana hit? Solana hit like 200 billion or something
crazy.
like that.
Yeah.
It was some ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
They don't tell you you can't go to the the Wayback Machine, how to look that up. But yeah, I mean, I understand it. I guess there probably is a little bit of a correlation. I don't know enough about the way. I know Toncoin is Telegram's coin, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, BNB is a utility coin for Binance. You know, what's the evaluation of Binance? What's Binance's market evaluation?
I mean, it's I don't know. It's basically infinity. Let's see.
It's not infinity.
It's a 12 billion valuation.
Okay. Let's see. BNB is like the third largest coin, bro. BNB's at 78 billion.
78 billion?
Billion. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it can 10x just because of speculation and hype, not because it's actually like.
So what I'm saying is there's no correlation with the coin and the company. You know what I mean? Because the coin's price does not push up the price of Telegram, and BNB's price does not push up the price of Binance. I mean, it does to a certain extent because they own.
Yeah, they probably hold a fat.
They own some of the supply, just like Telegram probably owns some of the supply of Ton, but you can't do a direct correlation. So it's not like it's a stock. It's not like it's the price, not like the price of coin going up. Now that directly affects the market valuation of Coinbase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let's check out the biggest losers real quick. Man, Celestia was just at 20. Now it's at 22%.
Maybe it's
no losers. We only have 3 coins in the red on the 24-hour. Look at that. Flare, Avalanche, and Leo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
somebody was saying Avalanche is dead, and that was surprising to me to hear that. Like, I've heard that a lot more recently than I ever thought that I would. Because, like, you know what I mean? I still felt like it was like hot and new last time, right? So it's like nobody knows what it's gonna do, and now I guess people know it. But I mean, like, I don't know.
Well, it's supposed to be like the gaming platform, right?
Yeah.
Avalanche is supposed to be big for gaming.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, Solana can do that so well if it can stay on.
There's no gaming on Solana, though, is there?
I'm like,
I don't think Solana when I think gaming.
Solana. I think
Toncoin. I think Toncoin when I think gaming. I think SWI when I think gaming. I think Layer 2s when I think gaming. I don't think Solana.
That's crazy.
Let's see. I mean, I think when I think of gaming, I think of IMX, Ronin, Network, SWI, Ton. Those are what I think of. Beam, I guess. I don't know. Beam's not its own coin, but it's like partnered with Polygon and IMX and everything like that.
Okay, Star Atlas is on fucking Solana, bro.
Oh, Star Atlas? Star Atlas has been around for a long time.
Rory, Gino, but when I think of gaming, I think of Solana, I think of Polygon, I think of even Arbitrum, and then like probably Base, even though like I don't know of any of
There's
the
no games on them. I'm talking about specific games.
Yeah.
Axie Infinity and everything is on Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
on Ton, you got not coin as a gaming coin. You got the Wave wallet, which is a game. They have a bunch. That's why these coins were shooting up so much, because they're like Telegram games that are pushing these coins up.
So this what Ryan's saying here. I mean, I agree with that. I definitely don't think Avalanche is dead.
I don't think it's dead.
I just thought it was interesting to hear that, because I mean that's what we hear about Cardano all of the time, and it's like, do you know how much stuff is being built on Cardano? Like the other day, I brought somebody over from the Stacks ecosystem, and they were like, "Damn, I didn't even realize there were so many things on Cardano building cool stuff." And that was about Palm Economy, we're talking about Whimsy, talking about all kinds of stuff. He didn't know there were things being built here, you know. But yeah, I usually think Solana, Polygon, and like the fast transaction stuff. Can I put that up? Whatever you're looking at?
No, he asked about Pacific Games.
Oh.
It's part of Arte. I don't know. I mean, you can put it up.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what we were looking at.
Let's put that in English.
Where are you at? Are you in Mexico, sir?
Maybe. I'm always in Mexico, bro.
Oh, he said don't look it up. I was teasing.
Oh, did I have a lisp and not say specific games? Got it. I didn't even catch it. Went right over my head.
All right, so he was talking about, he said, pull up the daily chart on BTC, use the 2021 bull market top, and look at the massive cup and handle formula.
Who said that?
Ryan. Here, I'll put it up.
Oh, way up there. Well, I am on the daily. We do have a beautiful... I was going over this earlier. We're in this real. I will look that up, Ryan. I was looking at this earlier. So we're in this down channel right here. You know, this freaking falling wedge. We have a massive bullish divergence. 2 green dots on market cipher. Money flow possibly going back to the upside. VWAP going to the upside. So that could turn us around, but we got to get above the 200. We have to get above the 200. Can't get above the 200, it's all for naught. So, but let's look at what he's talking about. So this could be a massive cup and handle. That is for sure. So you got you got the cup. And it looks like we were starting to form a handle. We popped up, double topped, got a little fake out, but we're coming back down again. So if you measure this cup and handle, let's go from the brim. Let's take it down. And then once we break that lip of the cup, boom. Let's get this out of the way.
Where does that put us?
128,000.
I mean, that's
wild. Will probably be the top of the market.
128,000. You think?
129,995. Or 129,950. It all depends on where you take your measurement from, but yeah.
I'm putting all my sell orders for all my Bitcoin sell orders going right there.
My opinion on it is like, there's 2 ways to look at it. If we're at 120,000 by like January or something like that, I don't know. I want to say, okay, so the bull run, the last bull run, 2021, April, Coinbase IPO launches, boom, bull, it tanks. We go through the summer. institutions come in, start pushing money back in, everybody gets hyped again, we double top. We put in a new high, but did we really put in a new high? Because even though we were like $5,000 more, the freaking inflation in that 8-month period was horrendous. You know what I mean? So was it really a new high monetarily? I mean, on the chart, it was a new high, but was it really? So we double top and we drop back down. So like if we're at 120, you can kind of make an argument for an in. Possible. So you got shoulder, head, shoulder. I mean, if this comes down, so it could be like a complex head and shoulder, like shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, and then we make this other shoulder, which would still have the same target. Either way, I mean, is the bull run over? There's no way I think the bull run is over. But so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so if we're at freaking 120,000, 130,000 come next April, I would be exiting almost the entire market. You know what I mean? If we're at 120,000, 130,000 come January, start taking profits.
And
if
you're
we're at
gonna
100,
watch it go to 250, loser.
maybe. Bro, I would rather pull 80. I would rather pull 80% of my money out at 120 grand and then watch my other 20% follow it to 200,000 than pull out 20% at 120 grand and watch 80% of my money follow it down to 30,000. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%. 100%. It reminds me of that meme, you know what I mean? It's like, you sold here, bah!
Right.
It's like
I got no problem. I got no problem leaving profits on the table. None. I'm not considering that decent recent pullback as a double top, as a shoulder. What we're creating now, I said, is the right shoulder. Oh, okay. Okay. I could see that. Yeah, it's I mean, it could go up, it could go down. The thing that gives me hope is this bullish div on the daily. We come down to the 4-hour. I mean, the 4-hour, let's see here. I mean, we could have double bottomed right here. Little W pattern. Look, we put in this trigger wave. So we had the big boom. We had the big down, the big momentum. We come back up. It drops down. We get that trigger wave. You guys see what I'm looking at? Let me expand this out a little bit. So the price went up, or the price came down. That's where this momentum wave is. We go back up a little bit. We come down. We pull this trigger wave. And we got money flow starting to curve back up like that. If it can follow, I don't know. I'm bullish. I think it's looking good on the daily and the 4-hour, because we could easily, if we get above the 21 right here, it looks like we got above it. We tried to stay above it. We couldn't. We broke back down. We're retesting the bottom of this trend line right here that I drew on the daily. And then if we can get back above that 20, because you see we bounced, look, we broke out of the pattern. We came back in the pattern, broke out of the pattern, came in, bounced our head off the top of the pattern, bounced our head off the bottom of the pattern, wick to the top of the pattern, wick to the bottom of the pattern, and now we're going back up, and we're just in this sideways. I think once we break this pattern, it's freaking off to the races. And that could come in anything. That could come in the form of the ETF news. That could come in the form of the PCI, I think data is coming out Wednesday or something like that. Some debt freaking data coming out Wednesday. I'm bullish. Cardano. Let's look at Cardano.
Can you look at Cardano versus BTC?
Yeah. I mean, I can.
I think that might be more interesting.
People don't trade Cardano versus BTC, though. Most people don't understand trading pairs like that, gaining on it. I mean, I'll bring it up real quick. But if you're looking at Cardano on the 4-hour, we come down, same kind of thing. We come down, we drop down, we pop up a little bit right here. We can't stay above the 21. We ride it down, we break back above. Now we're retesting it. We got that little trigger wave. Looks like money flow is coming back down though with the VWAP. So let's look at the daily, see if we printed anything. We do have a nice bullish divvy on the daily also. See, now this looks good right here. Let's bring this up a little bit. So we got price trending down.
You also have a green dot right there.
We do. That's
daily.
A beautiful trigger wave. Look at that. This is a beautiful setup right here on the daily, in my opinion. We come down. Look at that. We just dump right there, right? Money flow goes down. We get a little pop up above the 21. We come back down. We set a lower low in price action, and we have a higher low on the momentum, and we just have this beautiful friggin', and it's just coming, the money flow is coming back up. We got the VWAP coming back up right here. My opinion, the daily's looking good, looking real good. Whoops. As long as we, God, dang it. Why is my freaking, oh, that's why my phone keeps vibrating. I'm like, why is my phone vibrating? But as you can see right here, market's getting a little pump to it. Ethereum back to 360. Bitcoin over. Let's go down to the smaller time frames. Let's look at the 5-minute. Oh yeah, look at that. So we just broke. Okay. Is this Asia coming in to do the opposite of what they've been doing the past couple days? Look, 5-minute just broke the 200 SMA. If we can hold above that, we're above this node right here. We could be off to the races right there. 7-minute.
Where's the, I was going to say, go back. What was the top of that volume tip?
Top of what?
Right there, the top of that chasm. What the next?
This right here?
Yeah, what is that?
Next node is at 37.5 ish.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that's looking good. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing on the 5-minute. Look at that. Big green candle on Bitcoin. 2 of them. Boom, boom. Blew right through the 200 SMA. We got the 21 curving back up. Let's go a little higher. Look, blew through the 200 on the 15-minute. Okay. If we can keep this momentum, if we can stay above the 200, we're good. And then we ride right back to the top of this freaking pattern. So, you know, we're going to have resistance at 57.5. There's a lot of, you know, right there at the bottom of that. If I bring this in more, there'll probably be a lot more price action. Yeah, see, we bounced right off this node right here, this high volume node. Right there, that yellow line. See that? It's looking good though. Ethereum. So Ethereum's been broken through. That's a 17 minute. Let's go back to the 15 minute. So Ethereum's been broken through the 200, came down, retested the 21, bounced again. I don't know. A lot of liquidity on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, bro.
Yeah.
You got false move Monday. You got most of your liquidity like Monday night through Thursday morning-ish. You know what I mean? Thursday around noon. That's the bulk of the liquidity in the market. Why? I don't freaking know. That just seems to be when all the liquidity comes. So that's looking bullish. Either way, there's your 2 cent TA and market update.
All right.
And what does John have for us?
So I got one for you. I'm going to share this because I think, well, actually, I was going to say, geez, I can't even say that. Okay, so I'm going to just share this, then we'll just go from there. I just, I don't want to put you in a rough spot. So poly markets, this is something that some of the traditional news, sometimes Telegraph, Cointelegraph, some of these CoinDesk and different things, they'll talk about things going on in the predictions market, the crypto prediction market, right? There was a story that we had about the presidential candidates, whether or not that they were going to shake hands and what the prediction market said, right? And so this is all happening on poly market, right? And then so this is poly market. So you can actually bet, right? Depending on what the odds are, there's different costs, right? So right now, the chance of Trump becoming president, the odds are 62% in his favor, right? And this is with $28 million. $28 million worth of betting. And then so it costs you more, obviously, to bet that he's going to win because the majority of people think he's going to win, right? Costs you less to say he's going to lose. But anyways, and then Joe Biden.
Hold on real quick. Explain that to people.
Yeah.
So this is the reason these are like that is the pennies are the same as the percentage. Okay. So you're betting 62 cents. If he wins, you win 38 cents essentially. When it goes to 100, you win 38 cents. But if you bet no at 39 cents and he doesn't win, it'll go to 100 and you win 61 cents on top of your bet. So that's how it works. That's why it's the pennies and everything like that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then so Joe Biden's got 20% over here. Kamala Harris has 6%, but this is the one that I thought everybody would love. Michelle Obama has 4%, right? Which is only 2% under Kamala Harris. And people, all over the internet have been talking about Biden is old. This has been the secret plan to get Michelle Obama so that the Obamas can be president again. And I was saying earlier, I do not believe Michelle Obama has any aspirations to want to become president at all. I personally don't believe so. Who knows? 4% of people, I guess, they thought that she's significant enough to throw her hat in the ring. But I would say from the perspective of any brown person that watched the first African-American president go from young and strapping, black hair, right, to having gray hair in not even one full term, absolutely not. We don't want that. I mean, I think Kamala Harris might think that she wants that, whatever, more power to her, but I don't even think that that's going to happen either. And then so we had Gavin Newsom for 2%. That was also one of those conspiracy theories. They were like, oh, Biden's going to give it to Gavin Newsom, and that's how the 2025 thing, blah, 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 blah. I don't think so either.
No, they're going to run him they're going to run him in 2028.
And then I have RFK here, right? 2%. But man, I wish it was fair.
It's weird that they give him 2% when he has absolutely no chance of winning.
I wish it was
because he's just not he's not on enough ballots.
But what's crazy to me is that he has 2% and Michelle has 4%, and she's not even in the conversation. Like, that's wild to me. You know, it's kind of the same with like Gavin Newsom. He's also not in the conversation to be president. It's crazy.
Right.
And then other Democratic politician, 3%, like, that's nuts. Oh, this is cool. I actually didn't know. You can see like what the order book is. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Is that updating or is that you scrolling?
It's me scrolling. Okay, so trade, yes. It's not many people. That's not much people. But
the thing is that people that are making these bets aren't holding these bets for the final outcome. Okay? Because say you vote yes on Joe Biden at 20%. Well, then tomorrow or the next day, it's just like any order book. It's the people betting that are pushing it opposite and positive. You know what I mean? Negative and positive. So as more people say yes, then the percentage is going to go up. You know what I mean? So you can put in $100 at say you put in $20 at 20%, and if it moves, you know, his chance something happens, and then tomorrow he's at 30%. Well, you cash out and you made 50% on your money. You made $30.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just another way to freaking gamble. But that is, I believe that's truer data. Truer.
I think it's a better representation of stuff that's going on.
Right.
Let's see what some of the trending things are. This is just like silly.
I think that's better data than like Rasmussen or any of these other polling companies, you know.
Biden drops out. They're saying it's a 35% chance. And there's $12.7 million in the pool there.
That might be something worth betting
putting
yes
money on. Well, like, I guess you would lose though if he like gets to be president. You know what I mean? And then like maybe he has to like stop being president. It says if he drops out of the race.
Right.
And do you remember, it was like a few years ago, there was a guy that made like, he got arrested for streaking at the Super Bowl. And he was the only one that bet that there would be a streaker at the Super Bowl. And he ended up paying like a whatever. It was like a $40,000 fine or something. And then he ended up making all the money on the bet. Let's see what happens.
And I think we looked at that too. He had European bathing suit on, you know, a banana hammock on, so he didn't really like streak, so he didn't get that sex charge.
Yeah. What is the current price of Ethereum?
Yeah, I believe it was just at 30. It's at 30.42.
30.42, because this is saying 62% chance that Ethereum is above 3,000 July 12th. I mean, I think they got it.
I'd bet yes on that.
I mean, that might be some money. Maybe we'll have to put some money there.
What will BTC reach in July? Man, you can bet on anything on this freaking site, huh?
Yeah, that's why I was like, will Trump launch a coin before, what does it say, before the election? Probably 8% chance. So funny, dude. It's so great.
I don't know if he'll launch one.
And then
he doesn't need to launch one. He just launches another freaking NFT project. And you know what I mean?
Dude, Despicable Me 4, 5-day opening weekend. How much money did they made? God. Dude, it's so it's crazy. Elon's tweets. Like, it's just so wild. Like, this is my first time looking at it. Besides, I saw it a little bit earlier. And
Yeah, I've played with Predict It in the last presidential race. I made some bets on Predict It, but I've never looked at Polymarket.
will the U.S. confirm the aliens exist?
No.
7% chance. Will Obama go on the All In podcast? 4% chance.
Will Roaring Kitty go to jail?
Yeah, no, 9% chance though. That's funny. Highest grossing movie in 2024: Inside Out, Deadpool 3, Joker 2, Despicable Me, Dune. Let's see, what is the consensus? People are leaning towards Inside Out 2. Wow. I mean, Inside Out 1 was okay if you had kids.
Yeah.
You know? Dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Andrew Tate flee the EU? 8% chance. I don't know. Did you see the video of there was an interview that was catching a lot of attention between Andrew Tate and Thread Guy? Did you see this?
I did not.
Well,
the latest thing I've seen from Andrew Tate is that apparently he is off house arrest and can leave the country.
Yeah, but he has to stay in the EU.
Yeah. Well, it's a big country.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's a big, not a country. It's a big conglomeration of countries.
What I wanted to say is that the thing about the interview is it's 3 hours long, and you can sit there, watch the interview from beginning to end, and there's absolutely zero substance, so don't waste your time.
Well, then why would I do
talk about
that?
shitcoins? They talk about shitcoins. It's just like this was an opportunity to like make crypto, like the technology going on, the revolution aspect, like front and center in an interview with a person that's going to get a whole lot of eyes. And it's like they had this golden opportunity to make it something special, and they talked about shitcoins. And at the end of the day, they didn't talk about anything significant. So
I watched his one with Patrick Bet-David. I like that one. That was a good interview.
With the Thread Guy?
No, with Andrew Tate.
Oh, Andrew Tate and Patrick. Oh, okay, I'm sure that was better.
Yeah.
I like Pat Bet-David.
If I'm going to watch an interview or something like that, it's got to have substance. It's got to.
Yeah. There's absolutely no substance in it.
Yeah. That's why I can't even go in a lot of these spaces and listen to these people just, I don't know. They sound like children.
I have to go in these spaces. I got to shake my tail feather. I need to get my follow count up because I need everybody in the entire Twitter space to know JPEG Empire is minting right now. And you can mint a JPEG boss for 99 ADA. You can get a discount right now if you buy in SNCC. And we've already built the thing that we're going to roll out when we get halfway through our mint. And that's just because we have some obligations and we have a certain vision for how much we're going to build out. And
it's not even halfway through. We don't even have to make it halfway through. We just got to make it to 1,500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's true. 1,500 is less than halfway through. My math is wrong. But what I'm saying here is you can follow at JPEG Empire on Twitter, or you can follow at the _ John Carter, and the first pinned tweets. I'm not sure. Do you have this pinned in your tweets as well, where you can mint a JPEG boss? Desert?
Maybe.
I hope you do. But anyways, you can follow any of us. We have the mint link posted, and look, we've already built this out, and I'm going to tell you what. with Token
Um,
Empire, yeah.
I do not have it pinned in my
Oh my God, you're fired.
account. In my defense,
Yeah, you're
it's
always
because 90% of the ish I post is from the Empire account.
okay.
I rarely even, if you see a repost coming from my account, it's probably an auto repost. I say good morning, happy Catterday, and that's about it from my account. Everything I post is from the Empire account. So in my defense,
No, it's okay. We'll fire you next week whenever you don't have it pinned still. No, but so what we're trying to do with Token Empire, right? We wanted to create a platform where you can track NFTs as well as Cardano native tokens, and it'll give you updates, notifications based on the alerts that you set. You have a customizable dashboard for you to set all of the notifications that you want to receive via text message, email, and through the app. And then, so the newest addition that we're excited about is we're about to have a partnership. We're going to announce all of the details of the partnership very soon. We got to sign some papers, kiss some babies, and then basically we will have a trading bot terminal that you'll be able to access. And all you have to do is own one boss. That will be your key to the full access to Token Empire. And that'll be your key to being able to use the trading bot. And so basically it'll be an easy to use for anybody, whether you're a beginner, whether you're a novice, rather you know nothing about crypto, but you can buy a JPEG boss and connect your wallet. You will be able to use this trading bot. We're going to make sure that it is that easy for you to use. And it basically will automate certain trades through a centralized exchange, which at first will be Kraken. And it will basically like scalp trade for you, and it's high frequency trading, basically scalp trading for you, and you average 0.5% return a day, and then in a year you on average get around a 5x. So whatever you put in there, that's what your return will be. But it's also non-custodial in the sense that the bot itself cannot take any money out of your account, and it can only lose the money that it is risking on the trades. And so the way that it works is by making a bunch of different calculated trades, and that's how you get your return. So it's kind of like a high interest earning account, but it's basically a much more conservative opportunity, because if you're in crypto, you're probably invested in crypto tokens that will likely during this cycle make 5 to 10x, unless you're in meme coins, which could do even more than that. But if you never sell, right, you might not make any of that. But with this trading bot, it is actually doing the trading for you. There's no emotion there. It is accumulating a position for you. So this would be something you could use your dry powder into this, or like if you have a little bit of money that you have aside, you could put it in there. And so that is another tool that we think is valuable. And there's a lot more advancements that will come to the trading bot. There will be different custom trading strategies, and people will have the opportunity in the future to actually create unique trading strategies. And so, all you have to do is hold a boss, and we think that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's like a 2K trading bot that you're going to be able to use for the low price of 99 ADA, which currently is pretty low.
Right. And that's just a added incentive to what we're building. You know what I mean? There will be staking there. You'll have your customizable dashboard. We're waiting on TradingView to get back to us right now about implementing the TradingView charts. And we just, there's so much stuff. I just wish we could get through this mint so we could actually start, pumping this stuff out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that no matter what, we're going to pump it out, right? The stuff is already made, right? We have the things together. We just need help from the community. There are 117 people in the audience right now, right? So if every one of you minted a boss, told a friend to mint a boss, we would be much closer. right? We're at around 602 mints right now. And there are other projects that are going to promise you things and then never deliver anything. We have already built everything. We are just waiting to be able to roll them all out, right?
Right.
We want to roll them out in a way that it makes the most sense so that we have longevity in the project and in the community, right? But that's where we're at with that. I appreciate everybody for hanging out. We have no marketing budget, so you guys need to help market for us, right? We are the marketing budget. It is us. We come here every day, Monday through Friday. We show you our face. We're all very doxxed. You know, like generally where we are located at any given point in time. You know our names, right? You've seen our face. We're always active in the Discord. You can always tag us, ask us any questions. You can always tag us on Twitter, DM us, ask us any questions, talk to us about any ideas you have or anything that you want incorporated. Our plan is to roll out this platform and add as many tools as the community needs to be able to have everything they need all in one place. And this is why we have some partnerships with other projects that are also providing.
And if you're a project founder, and you're watching this show right now, jump in Discord, open a ticket. We would love to have you on, give you a chance to have a platform, say what you want to say. I mean, obviously, slight vetting process. We're not going to let, just any old
a blatant Ponzi, and we know it's a Ponzi, and it's not like these regular Ponzi's that people can actually make money in. It's like uniquely a bad Ponzi. We probably won't give you an opportunity to talk. But tomorrow, we should be having the author of a book called Fishing for Investments. And it's Del Breezy, I believe, on Twitter. But I'm excited to have him on because I've been reading his book, actually, and I'm excited to talk to him about it. It's pretty short, but it's kind of technical. So for some people, it might not be too interesting. But he was able to get financial freedom doing what we're doing right now, paying attention to crypto, being involved in the markets, being here through the bear market and through the bull, right? But yeah, I'm excited about it. Should I bring up his account? Should I share it? People can follow. Let's see. Yeah, I've been shadow banned. I was growing too aggressively, my account, and they said that I am in timeout for 3 days. Oh, yeah, no. There's no way. Gotta go to my DMs. What else you got going on? What are you thinking?
Nothing much. I mean, we didn't really talk about the CHANG box. I mean, it's in the title. We should probably talk about it. The Republicans have added crypto to their party manifesto. So
that's pretty big.
That's bullish. You know what I mean? If the whole party has added it, I mean, the other side's not going to add it. I'll tell you that much.
Well, they don't have to yet, but when they have to, they will.
Right.
That's why we need to make them have to. We need to make everybody have to. This is the place we're at. Okay, so here we are, right? So we have Del Breezy. Highly recommend everybody follow him. And here's his book, Fishing for Investments. And you can actually get his book for $5, the ebook right here. Check it out. He will be up. And you can also see him on the Stay Winning podcast. So we'll be having him on tomorrow. It'll be exciting.
I like it.
Yep. There we are.
So we didn't talk about the CHANG hard fork. You wanted to go over that.
Yeah, I talked about it briefly. Basically, Charles Hoskinson had a video today. It was about 16 minutes and 56 seconds. Highly recommend everybody checks it out. Let me see. I can't even find it like that. Wait, let's see. No, these are my videos. But he basically talked about that we're in this transitional period. The treasury is about to become fully decentralized, and we will have a DAO system. This is exciting. This is one of the biggest things, because then everybody in the Cardano network, all of these projects and everybody with voting power will be able to determine what we think is the best for expansion. Okay. Are we worried about speed and throughput, security, or scalability, right? Those are the trilemma. The three of those are the trilemma. That's what every blockchain is trying to solve. And so different projects are going to be more focused on different aspects of that. And so with Midnight coming out in, they say 7 months, we say 9. And, with Hydra coming out towards the end of the year, the first head of Hydra, then that is going to expand a lot of the scalability, a lot of the speed, and a lot of the security. But from there, the DAO governance will actually decide how we expand each one of those pillars individually. So, I mean, that's huge. No other blockchain has that. He said in that video, no one person is smarter than the collective, And then that's the place that we're at. And that's the thing that's always going to set us apart from these other blockchains. I've learned, and I think Desert has kind of seen it too, working with some of these, we'll say like institutional parts of these blockchain ecosystems, they are out of touch. They do not know what we want. They do not know what you want. They don't know what makes your experience valuable. We do. So that being the narrative here, I think is actually probably one of the most bullish things about Cardano. I know a lot of people are worried about this transitional period, but I definitely have confidence that if we navigate this transitional period well, that this is going to be one of the most flourishing blockchains, I think, period. I don't think anything else will touch it.
It only works if you vote.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you have the Cardano Foundation throwing its weight around with its 20, 30 million.
But they're not going
to
be there.
It has.
Huh? They're gonna get away from that. That's the whole plan.
What are you talking? They can still vote.
Well, I mean, I guess they can still vote, but I mean, their whole thing is like, yeah, we have
That's
to be.
My point.
There were only
they said they weren't going to vote. They said they weren't going to vote in the last catalyst, and then through their 20 million whatever votes behind, their. I don't know. I'm a cynical person.
Well, we need to have Lloyd back.
Right.
We had him right before he won. I mean, can you believe that? Right. We had him right before he won, and then he won. So maybe now he's a little too big to come hang out with us, but I'm sure he will.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Have him back now that it's now that the D reps and everybody have been chosen. What's the next step going forward? I like it.
Yeah. So I think that's it for the show today. I don't know. I didn't have anything else. Do you have anything else you want to touch on?
No, unfortunately, I did not have anything prepared.
Okay, we're already an hour and 11 minutes, dude. We're over.
Right.
And we got 130 people out there. So if 130 people each tell one friend to mint a boss, right? Then look, that's 260 bosses minted. and we're almost to 1,000 minted right there.
Yep.
So if you tell 2 friends, then we're almost to 1,500. Anyways, we appreciate everybody. We appreciate the community. You all have been amazing. We're humbled and we appreciate everybody's support here. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
That's it.
We can just wrap it up.
That's it. That's all I have. My friggin'.
We'll be here Monday to Friday. I may not be here on Thursday, but I'm sure you will be in capable hands. And you're all amazing. I'll be traveling back to the States. So if anybody happens to be at DCA or BWI airports in Maryland at 9 o'clock on Thursday, you all will see me there. I'll be there. I'll be one of the many people that's there arriving to Maryland. So you all can track me down. You know, you can find me. Here we are. We're out in the open. We're very doxed.
And we can't wait for Rare Evo.
Yeah,
I do have to put that in.
Dude,
I got the first merch in. I got 50 shirts.
Oh.
That I'll be bringing to Rare Evo. We're ordering some stickers. We don't have a booth. I mean, we're just going to be, trudging around and shilling the crap out of JPEG Empire.
Yeah, telling everybody.
We might do a couple podcasts from my hotel room.
We'll definitely do that. And then I think there's some other streams. I even talked to friends. They're going to do a friend zone live stream. And so we might be part of that, as well as Snacks on Chain will have something going on as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will see you all tomorrow. I will be a little more enthusiastic. It's been a long day. About halfway through that John's rant, I just started flagging. I was just like, not because of his rant, but because my energy levels just, tired. Today was a long day. First day back after a 4-day weekend. Had a lot of stuff going on. Tired.
All right. We love you guys. We're going to leave you with this one.